All right, folks, I want to welcome Anthony Losquadro. He is with Intaction out of New York. And this one is a little maybe out of my wheelhouse, Anthony, as far as the topic. And something that I don't think you hear about a lot in the radio, but it has to do with circumcision. And I like to talk trends on the show. And I was reading your information. It seems the trend is there is less people having their newborns circumcised. Am I right there?
Yeah, well, Jeff, first, thanks for having me on the show. And yes, trends are going down in America. And you know, one of my job is a little bit unusual as the director of Intaction. We're a nonprofit advocacy organization.
What are the numbers like? Do a lot of people just assume, hey, I'm going to do this to my newborn, but more and more people are deciding not to? I mean, what's the decision process that you're seeing with the folks you deal with?
When we look at survey polls, like there was a YouGov poll done, that people under the age of 35 overwhelmingly do not support circumcision anymore.
Well, is there health? Because I was told, hey, there's health benefits to doing it. Is that not the case? I mean, what's your study finding, your work finding?
Yeah, you know, that's an old red herring. Doctors like to trot out to bolster their income and insurance reimbursements. But when you look towards Europe, European men are like 99% intact, and they have less health issues, less STDs, less HIV. Any metric you want to use, they have less of it.
What are the percentages right now? Because I just assumed it was like a super high figure of folks that do this. But the numbers are far less than I thought. What percentage of Americans are doing this right now?
Well, you know, it varies geographically, where the West Coast is the lowest, and the East Coast is somewhat middle, and then the Midwest is a little bit higher. So on average, according to the last statistics we have from CDC, it's about 56% circumcision rate nationwide. And those numbers are dropping. We think the numbers are dropping by about 1 or 2% per year. We don't have updated data from CDC yet. But when we look at opinion polls and surveys, like our organization did an opinion poll, and we found that people under the age of 40 are about 70% opposed. They were asked the question, if you had a son tomorrow, would you circumcise him? 70% said no. So we're going to see these numbers translate into the hospital data going forward, and we think the American rates will come down to where like European and Australian rates are now.
The Jeff Oravich Show.